Today we are going to learn how to convert an assertive sentence into an interrogative sentence. So first, rule is there are two basic rules that we have to follow. First is if my assertive sentence is in positive form, that is, there is no word such as no, not, these words are not used, then interrogative sentence will be negative, will have a negative words, that is no or not. So interrogative sentence will be written in negative form. Like I did will become didn't I. Now for an example, I did will become didn't I, for an example. Okay. Similarly, another rule that we have to follow is if the sentence, assertive sentence is given in negative form, then my interrogative will be a positive. That is, if for an example, the question over here, assertive sentence is given in the form I did not. Anything, I did not like this thing or something like that. So I did not, it will become did I. This is the first rule to follow. Second is there are two kind of sentences. One which consists of a be form of verb. Be form of verb. Now what are be form of verbs? The words such as is, am, are, was, if it's past tense, were, has, have, and in at some cases where it is used as an auxiliary verb. Other than that, can, could, should. So these are all be form of verbs. So if there is a be form of verb, the question always begins with a be form of verb. But there can be a sentence where there is no be form of verb, no auxiliary verbs are used. In that case, we use three words to begin a question. Those three words are did, do, or does. Now, did is used when there is a past tense. The verb is past tense. So that time the question begins with did. Do is used when the subject is in plural form, like they do not, the friends do not, like that. Or in case there is a I or you, like you do not, I do not, this way. Similarly, does is used when the subject is singular, like he does not like to eat chocolate, she does not, so that way. So does is used. Now these three main rules are used for the conversion purpose. Now we'll straight away move to the question. See, the question given is I told Avinash to practice regularly. Over here in this sentence, there is no be form of verb. There is a main verb that is told, and the main verb is in past tense. Now, because the main verb is in past tense, we will begin the sentence with did for sure. And the sentence is in positive form. I told Avinash to practice regularly. So, the first step is convert it into a negative sentence. So, I told Avinash will become I did not. We will use did because told is in past tense, and I will use not to make it a negative sentence, and told will become tell because that is how we convert sentences to negative sentence. So I did not tell. We are already using did in the past form to compensate the told. So that is why told becomes tell. So we got the sentence in negative form, that is I did not tell Avinash to practice regularly. Now did not is written in short abbreviated form like didn't. So the sentence will begin with didn't. So didn't I, the rest part of the sentence remains just the same. See, didn't I, so I tell Avinash to practice regularly. Avinash to practice regularly. Next, moving on to number 2. Number 2, see, honesty is its own blessings. So over here, the be form of verb is. So after the be form of verb, in order to make it a negative sentence, we are going to use not. So after this, use not. Honesty is not its own blessings. So is not is written as in short form isn't. So we will begin the interrogative sentence with isn't. Rest part of the sentence follows. It's the same. So isn't, then honesty, honesty, its own blessing, its own blessing. The rest part of the sentence remains the same. Moving on to number 3. In number 3, we'll spot the be form of verb. Professor Collins does not teach. Over here, does is already given and it is used in be form of verb. It is used as a be form of verb and teach is my main verb. And does is my auxiliary verb. And the sentence has got a not here. So not means a negative. So negative assertive sentence needs to be changed to positive assertive sentence to make, and then we have to convert it into an interrogative sentence. So we will begin it with does. We have already cancelled out the not. So does, after that, Professor Collins teach at the university. Teach at the university. Next part of the sentence remains the same. Number 4. Kanika has a beautiful necklace. Over here, there is a word has. But over here, this has is not a be form of verb. It's not an auxiliary word. It is actually a main verb. So over here, in order to convert the sentence into a negative sentence, because no, not, these words are not used in the sentence. So in order to make it negative, we are going to add not, and before that we are going to add does. Why Kanika? Kanika means the subject is in singular form. So does is to be added. So does not is written as doesn't. See? So the sentence begins, interrogative sentence begins with doesn't. The rest part of the sentence remains the same. So doesn't Kanika, Kanika. Has will become have. Why? Because, you know, in order to convert the sentence, we have to convert has into have because we are already using does over here. So doesn't Kanika have a beautiful necklace? Again, the next part of the sentence remains just the same. A beautiful necklace, a beautiful necklace. Number 5. Rita does not know the answer. Again, we have got does in the sentence, which is an auxiliary verb. Know over here is a main verb. And again, here we have got a not. So we will cancel the not. We will make the negative sentence positive first and then convert. So Rita does know the answer to the question. So we will begin the question with does. So does Rita, next part of the question remains the same. So does Rita know the answer to the question? Know the answer to the question. Next. Swami lives with his aunt. Over here, there is no be form of verb. There is only a main verb, that is lives. So we have to add does because Swami is a singular subject. So we will add does. Here it is a positive sentence, so we are going to write not in order to make it negative. So it becomes Swami does not lives with his aunt. Now for converting does not lives. So over here there is already an S here. So this S needs to be omitted. We do not write this over here. So we will write Swami does not live with his aunt. So does not is written as doesn't. So we will begin the sentence with doesn't. And the next part of the sentence is written in a similar manner, that is Swami, Swami. Live with his aunt, live with his aunt. Moving on, number 7. Avinash did not take. Again, did not take. Did over here is my auxiliary verb. There is a not here. Not will be cancelled in order to make it positive. And then the rest part of the sentence. So we will begin the question with did, and the next part of the question remains the same. So did and then Avinash, take a lot of time to finish the assignment. Take a lot of time to finish the assignment. Moving on, number 8. Dorothy told me an adventure story. So over here there is no be form of verb. There is only main verb, that is told, and there it is a positive sentence, so we have to change it into negative. In order to do that, Dorothy is what? it is a singular subject, and told is in past tense. So that is why we will begin the question with did. So see, told is in past tense. That is why we have to begin the question with did. So we are going to write Dorothy did. We have to add a not. Told will become tell because we have already converted. Because of the past tense, we have written did. So we do not have to write both past forms. So Dorothy did not tell me an adventure story. We will begin it with did not. So didn't, and the next part of the sentence remains the same. Dorothy, tell me an adventure story. Me an adventure story. Moving on, number 9. The thief did not steal her purse. Over here in this sentence, we have got did not steal. So we've got a be form of verb that is did, and not we have to cancel out because, as I told you, if the sentence has a not, we have to remove it in the question. So the question begins with did. After this did, and the next part of the question remains the same. Copy it down. The thief, steal her purse, and a question mark. Number 10. Abida did not go to school. So did. We'll begin the sentence with did, interrogative sentence. Did. Over here there was a not, so cancel out the not. We will not write this not in the interrogative sentence. And rest of the sentence will be copied. So did Abida go to school today? Go to school today. So that's it.